Hello everyone, this is Deep Coaching Class, the world of biology. Myself SD Parmar, and you all are again welcome back to my YouTube channel. Vaccination or immunization is acquired active artificial immunity. In last video already we had discussed about. Now vaccination is nothing else but it is a insertion of some specific cell suspension or organism itself or byproduct of organism into the healthy person's body in a target of production or antibodies to fight against diseases of some specific pathogenic attack. So what happens over here? When this kind of cell debris or organisms or some part of those organisms or weakened antigens, pathogens themselves only, when inserted into the person's body in form of any serum or we can say in form of any injection or liquid substances to produce that to stimulate that person's immunity power, to boost the massive production of antibodies. So this preparation of vaccination is based on the mechanism of the memory cells of that person's body, means the T cells and B cells. Whenever the attack of pathogenic microorganism would be there in healthy person's system, the same time T cells and B cell would be activated. They will recognize those pathogen and they will counter the massive production of antibody to fight against those diseases. Means once vaccination has been inserted into the person's body, they would be inside only, they will be preserved over there only, and they will work whenever they will be needed. Means when the pathogenic attack will happen, at that time vaccines would be activated in form of those inactive antigens themselves, but they would be working as an antibody, or we can say they will stimulate the antibody. The vaccine could be categorized into these four categories, like live or attenuated vaccine. Live vaccines means pathogens would be live only. The organism which have been inserted into the person's body in accordance to form antibody, they would be live only, but they will not give any kind of infection to those persons. They will only work for the immunity booster or antibody production. Or the pathogens would be attenuated, means weakened. They would not be having any kind of ability to multiplicate, replicate or give infection. Killed vaccine, in which microorganism would be killed themselves only. Combination vaccine could be combination of both kind of vaccine or combination of some of the pathogens or antigens or cell suspensions of different microorganism to fight together against some specific combination diseases. And toxoid is the new form. It is one kind of vaccination only, but little bit different in a comparison of all these things. So in detail we will see one by one. First we will see live or attenuated vaccine. So as I told you, in this the organism will be live only, but they will not infect the person. They will only boost our T cells and B cells to produce antibody against the pathogenic attack. This kind of vaccines are life lasting, means once we will take it, they will be preserved inside of our body and boost our immunity whenever needed. The examples of these vaccines we can take, like a vaccine against tuberculosis, which is a causative agent is Mycobacterium tuberculosis bacteria, who is responsible for tuberculosis disease. Then OPV vaccine is also live or attenuated vaccine. The example is oral polio vaccine. Then BCG, that is B for bacillus. BCG, B for bacillus, G for guerin. Sorry, I have written BGC. BCG, Bacillus guerin calmate or Bacillus calmate guerin vaccines. Though these all are killed or attenuated vaccines. Next is the live or attenuated vaccine. Next is the killed vaccine. So in killed vaccine, the pathogens would be weakened, so they cannot infect the person and only work for the immunity booster, for the stimulation of T cells and B cells to produce antibody. So for killing of these pathogens, the processes used for killing could be heat process or use of ultraviolet rays, or some of the chemicals like ethanol or phenol, alcohol. These chemicals could also use to weaken those organisms or make them inactive, and they will be only activated to just stimulate the T cells and B cells or recognize the pathogen. Next is the combination vaccine. As I told you that different kind of microorganisms could be combined, pathogens could be combined to combinedly working for the attack of any disease. So the again example we can take this BCG. DT is diphtheria, tetanus, diphthery because of Corynebacterium diphthery. Diphthery. Tetanus is Clostridium tetani. The causative agent is Clostridium tetani. Then MMR, measles, mumps, rubella. DPT. D is for diphtheria again, T is for tetanus, P is for pertussis. So I am writing only pertussis. So these are the examples of the combination vaccines. Toxoid are a toxin produced by the microorganism which inactivated pathogens, which is used in the preparation of vaccination, which will provide the short-term immunization to the person. That is called the toxoid. And the example of toxoids are diphtheria and tetanus vaccine. Means the DT vaccine itself is a kind of toxoid. So these are the types of vaccinations. Now we will see the classifications of vaccination. Classification of vaccines, the three categories are there: first generation, second generation and third generation vaccine. In first generation vaccines, the vaccine will be prepared with the whole microorganism. The whole microorganism will be used for the preparation of vaccine. But first generation vaccines are not quality uniform vaccines, and there would be chances of infections or pathogenicity. So first generation vaccines are not that much liable. Chances for infection. So in the first generation of vaccine, there would be use of whole microorganism, whole MO for the production of this first generation vaccine. But the first generation vaccine is not uniform quality vaccine, and there would be chances of infection because the whole microorganism has been used. So we will mention over here chances of infection. Not quality uniform vaccine. Second generation vaccine, some subunits of genome will be used. Not whole microorganism. Whole microorganism won't be used over here for the preparation of vaccine. The example of second generation vaccine is a pneumonia vaccine, then herpes vaccine, and even hepatitis. That is also hepatitis B vaccine. That is also a second generation vaccine. Third generation vaccine is vaccines in which for the production of the third generation vaccines, genetically engineered techniques as well as chemically synthesized multivalent chemical process. Third generation vaccine is a vaccine in which biotechnology, means genetically engineered processes, as well as these vaccines are chemically synthesized multivalent vaccines, so highly purified vaccines, and there won't be any kind of chances of infection, and they are the good immunity boosters. The example of third generation vaccines are vaccine against AIDS, then malaria vaccine is also third generation vaccine, and leukemic viral vaccine, that is also third generation vaccine. So this is all about the vaccination.